Like, the difference between Israel as an expansionist state is that that's a actual country. I have allegiance to America. This is my country. Said many things, and let's stick to this original claim. You said deport now. Where am I going to go if I'd be deported?
Well, I mean, there's 50 plus Muslim countries. You could go to Iran, you go to Sudan, you could go to Egypt, you can go to Afghanistan, you go to any of those shitholes. You could.
Barely 48 hours after he made that fiery anti-Western statement declaring Islam would enter every household, a comment that sparked worldwide outrage from Christians, Jews, and everyday Americans who felt their culture was under threat, Sneako is back online. This time, he's stepping into the ring with Alex Jones, the controversial firebrand known for his relentless criticism and merciless knockouts. It's the same Alex, whom even the sharpest minds like Joe Rogan have struggled to keep up with. What Sneako doesn't realize is that Alex is about to flip the tables in a way that leaves him on the defensive the entire time.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
1 second, let me fix the Zoom.
No, take your time. I'm just saying we're going to simulcast some of this.
Yeah, go ahead, no problem.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna dual screen this.
Take your time. We're not in a rush.
All right. How do I do the split screen on Zoom? There we go. I got it right. I'm a little tired, but glad to be here. Alex Jones, it's good to finally meet you. I've been watching your work for, it's been like a couple decades. Well, since I was a kid, I've known about you. Been watching your podcast appearances on Joe Rogan, and now you want me deported from my country. So let's start with that. You challenged me to a debate. I think it's important to start with some of the claims you made. Is the audio okay in here, guys? Can you guys hear?
I hear you loud and clear, Sneako.
And there's no echo. Okay, so you want me deported from America for exercising my First Amendment rights. You're making the face, a shock face. This is what you said. You said deport now, and then Elon Musk, the trillionaire African migrant into America, who's bringing in tons of H-1B visas.
Yep.
He said, yes, he wants me deported as well.
Well, to be clear, I wasn't making a shocked face. I was enjoying my iced tea right here in Texas. I was gulping it down. No, I did say that, and you know, Elon agreed with me on that viral post of your viral post. And you know, here's where I stand on that. Obviously, I was saying that more rhetorically because we have separation of church and state in the United States. I've read the Quran twice. It is a battle manual about to take over the world.
So you don't actually want me deported from America?
Well, hold on. Can I listen? You want to do 3 minutes and I'll do 3 minutes because we're debating.
No, ask me questions. Sure. I won't interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I mean,
You can tell this debate is going to be personal from the jump. Sneako starts by confronting Alex about that viral "deport now" call, clearly expecting to put him on the spot.
Orthodox Islam is expansionist.
Damn, relax,
Orthodox Islam in the Quran promises to take over the world, and we have separation of church and state in this country, and we have people saying every household will be under this. That's not the same as the New Testament saying every knee will bow to God when they finally see God. Okay, so my issue is you're jumping around all crazed doing throat slitting motions, saying F you, basically, I take it as America, and saying you will go under this. We're going to take your cities. We're going to dominate you. And I've seen thousands of imams say all this, and if you don't convert, we're allowed to take your women and use them as sex slaves and all the rest of it. It pisses me off when somebody says, I'm going to plant my flag up your ass and we're going to dominate you. And then there you are, an American with an American accent saying that. It's even more horrifying to people. And it basically starts a war. So I'd love to see a reformation in Islam like we had in Christianity back when some of the Catholics were trying to force people, to follow what they said, or they would burn them at the stake. Okay, so Islam needs a reformation. I don't want to be at war with Islam, but there are 50 plus Islamic countries. Most of them are 99% Muslim. There's only a few Muslim countries where Christians can live in peace. Islam is expansionist. That's why I'm against Israel. It's expansionist. It is elitist. It says greater Israel. It sees everybody else as subhuman, at least Ben Gvir and the leadership of Israel. And so I am opposed to Israel and its expansionist supremacist activities.
Yep,
I'm against Islam's expansionist supremacist activities.
Yep.
And I am against the Chi-Com expansionist activities. I'm against the left's pedophilic Hollywood expansionist dominance, imperial operations. I don't want America to be imperial. I've been against all these expansionist wars. Even though I didn't like Maduro, I said I think we'll probably just put communists back in. Now they want to overthrow Cuba and put the communists back in. So I'm against all of that. I'm against imperialism, not for some leftist.
Alex doesn't flinch. He immediately frames the bigger picture, talking about how certain interpretations of Islam carry an expansionist edge that clashes with American values like separation of church and state. You can already sense the momentum shifting as Alex lays out why open calls for dominance feel like a direct challenge to the West. This part is so revealing because it shows how quickly Alex turns defense into offense. Keep watching because the real fireworks are just getting started.
Washington's angle of not being involved in foreign entanglements. So that's where I stand on all this. And when somebody declares we're coming for you and we're going to dominate you, I said deport Piers Morgan back in 2013. It became a national story whenever he said we're going to take your guns. And I said, if you do, 1776 will commence again. So anybody trying to take my guns, anybody saying I'm going to convert to Islam in all your homes, anybody telling me that they're going to stick their flag up my ass, I'm going to tell them, if you want to fight, you better believe you got one. Go ahead.
All right, you said a lot. I mean, what flag? The difference between Israel as an expansionist state is that that's a actual country. I have allegiance to America. This is my country. Said many things, and let's stick to this original claim. You said deport now. Where am I going to go if I'd be deported?
Well, I mean, there's 50 plus Muslim countries. You could go to Iran, you go to Sudan, you could go to Egypt, you could go to Afghanistan, you go to any of those shitholes. You could go to Pakistan, you know, where they're marrying 9-year-olds. You could,
There's child marriage here in America, but how would I be deported to a country that I don't?
You could go to Medina. You go to Medina, and 30 black men.
Right, but that's
could,
not deportation. That's immigration, like Elon Musk coming over here. How would I be deported to a country that I'm not from? I was born here in New York City.
Yeah, I mean, Sneako, my point was rhetorical, saying that we need to deport that ideology, and we need to not submit to it.
You don't deport me. You want to deport Islam.
What I'm saying is that jihad and dominance of our culture needs to be opposed at every level. I obviously didn't mean literally put you in a cannon like a clown and shoot you, you know, over to a Muslim country. And I said I meant it as an allegory. You also said that I was trying to get vigilantes to kill you. I said my snake or black widow analogy was not talking about violence, but why I have a phobia of pouring gasoline on myself and lighting myself on fire, or jumping off a 5,000-foot cliff, or playing with black widows in my hand, or playing with rattlesnakes. You have those phobias because it's a natural thing to something your brain recognizes as dangerous.
You're scared of me?
I am absolutely scared of giant hordes of third world populations that keep women as slaves and get 9-year-olds pregnant.
You said you want to deport him now. You're scared of me?
Yeah, like dodge a single question.
I am scared of being a cuck and laying down to people that declare their superiority and their supremacy over me. And you are following Orthodox Islam and are openly announcing we will dominate you, we will control you. So you follow the Quran? Do you believe?
Well, let's talk about the clip I.
Sneako tries clarifying his "Inshallah, the whole world becomes Muslim" line as hopeful rather than forceful. But Alex knows how to keep the pressure high, refusing to let the conversation drift into feel-good territory. Notice how he brings up the aggressive energy from Sneako's clips and ties it to real-world patterns that worry millions. The thing is, this exchange feels like watching two completely different worldviews collide. Alex is playing the long game with history and doctrine, while Sneako wants to keep it personal. The tension keeps building, and you can't look away.
Let's be specific about what I said.
Head chopped off. Which way is it?
Is
it to the Quran? I pay the tax, I convert to Islam, or my head's chopped off. Which one is it?
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say it. You said you read the Quran twice. It doesn't say that.
I can show you 1,000 imams reading the hadiths of the Quran. No, there's 3 things.
Hadiths are not in the Quran. You clearly haven't read it if you think hadiths are in the Quran. So because you don't know about Islam, let's talk about
Muslim scholars. You're saying Islam doesn't say you convert or you pay the tax or your head gets cut off?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So let's talk about what I said.
I never read the Quran.
Hey, everybody, take clips of this and then show 50 imams saying it, and then show the hadiths and then show the Quran.
Alex, maybe you've seen a lot of Facebook posts, and it seems like you're getting a lot of boomer propaganda. Let's be specific about what did I say? Because you just made up a bunch of things I didn't say. You said I'm coming to stick a flag up your butt. I'm here to dominate. I didn't say any of that. What did I say?
You said we're going to take over every house.
I didn't say that.
Take over the cities.
I said, in Christian language, something similar. I don't know what type of Christianity you are. Every knee will bow, every tongue confess. I said, inshallah, the whole world becomes Muslim. I believe I have the truth. I want goodness for the world. I want you to have the truth. Christians want other people to become Christian too. Why should I hide? Why should I act like I don't want goodness for other people?
You're not lying.
Of course, inshallah, do you know what this means? If you know, you read the Quran.
God's will.
What is inshallah? God willing. So it's not up to me. It's not up to any force. It's not up to anybody forcing you and converting you with the sword and threatening.
Oh, yeah, Islam never does that. Hey, Muslims always bitch about the Crusades. Were the Crusades a response to 700 years of Muslim invasion? Did the Muslims take Spain and put over 2 million women into sex slavery?
Well, if you want to talk about Christian expansion, we can too. But in the Quran, it says that you don't force anybody to convert. People willingly accept Islam. Nobody is trying to spread it by the sword. I want people to hear the truth and accept it. That's why I say, inshallah.
No, Christianity is that was insane. That was
Convert,
dead.
pay the tax,
You don't know about Islam, so you might just, you should avoid this stuff.
Christian
Let's talk about what I
hoping
said.
people don't know. I do know.
Witch trial.
You didn't think I knew what inshallah meant.
Medicine.
I know what all that means.
Yeah, but you said that I'm trying to force it and stick a flag up your butt. I didn't say any of this stuff.
Dude, you were going, fuck you to the camera. You were sitting there.
You want to know why I said this?
Whose throat you going to slit?
Notice how Alex doubles down on historical context, pointing to past invasions and how certain religious systems have governing ambitions. Sneako pushes back hard, accusing Alex of relying on boomer propaganda. Because, of course, what else can he do aside from that? You feel Alex's deep concern for Western culture shining through. It's the kind of passionate defense that makes you think about your own country's future, and the future of your children.
We're taking over every house.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
Like what the Muslim invaders
We're
hit
taking
countries
over?
on their Zodiac boats with Soros. They're
What's the Muslim population in America?
And then you got the 200 to 1 Muslims raping and stabbing and murdering people all over Europe and running over people with
200 to
cars.
1. Even according to Tommy Robinson on the Epstein list, the majority of pedophiles in the UK are white Christians. It's not even the Pakistani grooming gangs that
there
they're
are
pushing.
no doubt there are a bunch of pedophiles in the UK.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt that they,
And
that
it's
the Muslims,
according to Tommy Robinson, it's predominantly white people.
And pick the little girls up and put them in dog cages.
Okay, before we get all heated, let's talk about what I said. Okay, there's a lot of things, and you're spreading a lot of. It seems like you don't really know about Islam. What I said was God willing.
Okay, see, that's a throwaway line. That's just saying, oh, looks like you.
The Epstein list itself is a bunch of white people.
You sit there, and what we're going to do with this is, Sneako, is we're going to take what you said, we're going to show the Quran, we're going to show the Hadiths, we're going to show the Imams,
Absolutely.
top ones
show the Quran
on
and Hadiths.
international
Go ahead.
Islamic
Yes,
TV,
read the Quran.
saying
Read the Quran.
You convert, you pay the tax, or we cut your head off.
Okay.
I don't read Quran. I don't know.
There's two things here. So you're afraid of an Islamic takeover of America, right? And you're saying the thing I said, F you. Do you know that I was banned from Australia? The game that I was at, you said this was an Allahu Akbar rally. This was a World Cup game. Egypt was playing Australia. Egypt beat Australia. I'm happy. Australia banned me. Do you want to know why, Alex? Similar things that happened to you. Attacks. Australia banned me. They said I was too anti-Semitic and I was too critical of Israel. They listed a bunch of reasons in an email saying that I criticize and that I'm anti-Semitic, and they revoked my visa. So when Egypt beat Australia, I'm like, oh no. It's too bad. Because the government applied pressure, the news was all upset.
That makes sense.
And I have a personal vendetta with that. That's what that was about. I wasn't here trying to threaten you. If you were scared, that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to scare you.
That makes sense.
Second, if you think there's an Islamic takeover of America, what is the majority of the immigration coming in? Because you spent your career talking about globalism. What's the percentage, and where is the majority of the immigration in America coming from? Do you know, Alex?
Coming from, let me tell you, it's coming from Latin America, and then it is coming from Asia, it's coming from Africa, it's coming from the Middle East, it's coming from India.
The majority is coming from India,
India,
from China, and from the southern Mexican border. India is predominantly Hindu, China is predominantly atheist, and Mexico predominantly Catholic. So if you're afraid of immigration and you want to protect your demographic, then the Catholic invasion coming in from Mexico, that should be your...
Notice how Sneako keeps circling back to the deportation comment, asking where he would even go as a New York native. But Alex does something worth mentioning here. He clarifies it was rhetorical, aimed at the ideology, not the man, but stands firm that supremacist talk crosses every line. You see, this moment feels so relatable because it taps into that gut-level fear so many people have about losing their homeland's identity. Alex isn't backing down, and the stakes keep rising.
Muslims make up 1.3% of the American
but here's
population.
the difference.
There's no takeover. Nobody's here trying to usher in Sharia law.
Convert to Catholicism. You know, India was 3 times the size it is 1,000 years ago, and it was Buddhist and Hindu. Now the biggest subgroup is and you've got Kashmir and all those areas, and Pakistan used to be India. The Muslims take over everywhere they end up. The Quran is a battle manual, how to take over towns, get violent, run everybody out, take over the next town. Are you denying that?
You're avoiding the real question. Is there a real threat of Islam?
So I'm going to ask you again. You didn't answer my question. I answered yours. Were the Crusades a response to 700 years of Muslim invasions of Europe?
It was conquest back and forth between different empires.
No, it wasn't conquest back and forth. The Eastern Empire of Rome, Constantinople, fell, 600 years ago or whatever. That was Muslims with giant cannons that they bought from Eastern Europe.
This is a false equivalency. There's no caliphate right now. There's no Muslim.
Just when you thought that was all, Alex brought in his family's Protestant roots and stories of American independence to explain his anti-imperialist stance across the board. Sneako tried steering it back to specifics, but Alex keeps connecting the dots between different expansionist forces. This part shows Alex's big picture thinking so clearly. He's against dominance no matter where it comes from, and that consistency makes his warnings hit harder.
What Muslim empire is going to take over America? Where's the caliphate today? Where's the Ottomans? It doesn't exist. You're saying they're going to stick.
Let me explain
what
how this
flag
works.
are they going to stick up your butt?
My family background is Protestants, okay?
Okay.
So on my mom's side of the family, the Greshams, who went back to England and then eventually the stock exchange, a bunch of other stuff, but they were Christians that came over here, and then they owned a bunch of stuff and were rich in New York. And they met with Andrew Jackson when he was president down at the Hermitage in Tennessee.
All right.
And he said, I want Western expansion. It'll be after I'm out of office. And he said, I want you to, because you're volunteering, I want the Gresham family to sell your holdings, bring in, they accepted the plan that they came up with. My ancestors engineered the Texas Revolution. Took them 10 years. They came in with 2 ships at Galveston, had shootouts with the Jesuit priests. A bunch of people got killed. One of the ships got taken. The other ship got in. They went up the river to Washington on the Brazos, started bringing in Protestants out of Tennessee, Alabama, and Virginia. Took them 10 years to set up the operations. And then we basically started a fight with their dictator, Santa Anna, a decade later, and launched the war. So that's what these Islamists are, too, is they're coming in as the foot soldiers to prepare the way for the takeover.
Gosh.
And the government of Islam is Sharia law.
The government
of
Islam.
pushing their Sharia law.
Which government?
This nigga.
The debate gets chaotic, with both talking over each other at times, but Alex lands strong on the need for reformation in certain strains of Islam, just like Christianity went through. While Sneako keeps defending his position as personal hope, not force, he is ignorant of the fact that open announcements of takeover plant the seeds for conflict. This whole exchange is classic Alex Jones, passionate, historical, and unrelenting. He treats the conversation like a battle for the soul of the West, refusing to let polite language hide what he sees as real threats.
The governing system with the
Shiites
and particularly the Wahhabis, that is 80% of
Those
Islam.
are completely different. Wahhabis and Shias have nothing
That's
in
what I
common.
just said.
That's such a reach, bro.
I know.
The
Shiites are
government.
19%.
So you think Iran?
The Shiites are 19%.
You think Iran is trying to take over America?
The Wahhabist Sunnis are 79%, and then the rest 2% is Alawites and a few other groups. I know all.
Encounters like this cut through the noise because they force us to ask hard questions. Is certain interpretations of Islam compatible with Western freedom, or does it carry expansionist elements that create inevitable friction? Alex believes we should oppose dominance in all forms, whether from radical Islam, globalism, or any supremacist ideology. He's not calling for hate against individuals, but for clear boundaries and cultural confidence.
Where is that happening? Where is that spreading in America?
In other groups of Islam. What I'm saying is, in both major branches of Islam, but particularly in Wahhabist, it is the Sharia law down to the local imam that is the governing system of Islam.
Sneako represents a growing voice of converts who say it's just about sharing truth. But deep down, they know it's deeper than that. Threats, governance systems, demographic shifts are what you get once you give Islam a chance. Britain, France, Sweden, and parts of America are living proof of this. Go to US prisons, you'll marvel at the tons converting daily. Alex Jones may be loud and relentless, but he's asking the questions a lot of people are too scared to voice. What did you think? Did Alex destroy the debate? Or did Sneako hold his own? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you want more heated debate breakdowns, like, subscribe, and hit notifications. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.